Hi guys, welcome to On the Level Racing Channel. It's been a while since we have done our last podcast on the system. What can I say? Cheltenham on the horizon, just 5 days away now. We're going to take a look at the main race at the moment. We're going to go through the first day now, which is obviously straight into the Supreme Novices Hurdle. And it's for me, it's probably one of the best renewals for a long time. I've got some great horses in there. We've got obviously the couple of bumper horses there from last year's champion bumper, Sir Gerhard and Kilcret. There's been a lot of money rounds for this Sir Gerhard in the last couple of days. Constitution Hill of Nicky Henderson's been drifted quite a bit. So John Bond. John Bond will probably prefer obviously a softer ground. And there is forecast of rain over the next few days. Dysart Dynamo, I'm not too sure that the horse will end up here. I like to think that he will probably go to the Ballymore, which is a race that he could probably win, to be honest. But I was also liking this race, away from the big boys up there. And this is Gordon Elliott's horse here, Mighty Potter. Now, this horse has been getting obviously better and better with every run. His last win on soft ground last time at Lipperstone over the 2 miles was quite impressive when beating Free Stripe Life by a length and a half. And I thought he'd done it pretty well. And this is the sort of horse that will probably stay further in time. This horse is definitely a 2.5 miler for me. And especially if the ground does come up soft, winning the Paddy Power Future Champions Novice Hurdle is a great one, £60,000 race. I would like to think that this horse will definitely not be out of the top 3. I mean, some bookies will pay first 4 past the post in the Supreme. But yeah, for my money, I think, especially the horse by Marceline, which I think he definitely like the ground. I think Mighty Potter definitely 11-1 with 8 sports. Generally 8-1, 10-1 bet 365, 10-1 with Penny Power. I think it's a very, very good each way bet. We're going to have a look, obviously, the champion bumper, which uses a very, very good yardstick for this race. First, we're going to go to Sir Gerhard. Speaking about Sir Gerhard, he's all speed. Now, he's another one that's beaten Free Strike Life by 8 lengths. 6 lengths when Nanda Tattersalls Novice Hurdle, the Grade 1, not so long ago, last month. If you put that up to perspective, with my selection, Mighty Potter obviously beating Free Stripe Life by a lesser distance. It's like I said, it's all about speed, and I just think with this ground, it could be a little bit tested at Cheltenham on the first day, and I just think maybe Mr. Potter could run an exceptionally good race against Sir Gerhard. But as I said, Sir Gerhard is obviously all speed. Mighty Potter is a stay up. Go to Kilcret again from the bumper last year. I think everyone was quite surprised when he finished behind Sir Gerhard in the champion bumper last year and went on to reverse that form in the punches down equivalent, the Irish bumper. Since then, though, it's taken his time to come to hand. Beat on hurdle debut, was beaten again at Leopardstown over 2.5 miles, and then dropped back to 2 miles and won at 1-5. I just don't think Kilcret's the real deal yet. I think this horse will be better in time. I think it's too much to go at the moment where Kilcret is good enough or not. John Bond would like the ground, but again, as a horse, I'm pretty concerned about the jumping on him. Constitution Hill. Now, Constitution Hill, of Nicky Henderson's here. There's been a lot of money around him, but I think he's been on the drift recently. Done nothing wrong. Won his last 2 races. Again, won on heavy ground. So obviously the ground's not going to be a disadvantage to him. Won that by 12 lengths. But again, it's what he actually beat, and he didn't really beat much from my point of view. I mean, shall we have one more? Yeah, that horse has got to win a couple of times, so the horse has been Frank Mr. Glass. I think it's Frank the Form as well. But I think Constitution Hill here, I mean, I think this horse will have to step up once more. So for the Supreme, for me, it would have to be Mighty Potter each way. You get 11 to 1 with 888 Sport, but we go generally with the betting online betting agencies. Bet365 are offering 10 to 1, and each way value, I think, yeah, not bad. We're going to move on to the Arkle here. It's really, I think, look at the card. I mean, I turned around and said to one of my friends recently, just after Christmas, I said, anywhere Edwardstone will go at Cheltenham, I think the horse will win, regardless. I mean, at 9 to 4 with Paddy Power, 9 to 4 with Corals, 9 to 4 with Betfair, generally 2-1, 15 to 8 with Bet365. I mean, I think this horse is too classy. He's just one of those horses that get the job done. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's a great and renewable Arkle. I think Edwardstone is going to be, obviously, it's the right horse to be on here. It's been four wins recently, obviously, over this season. Third time lucky. I think you could put a line through the Warwick form. Yeah, okay, beat 4.25 lengths. But third time lucky is not really a great yardstick, but I think do your job. I mean, the Kempton run on softer grounds just after Boxing Day. When he landed the Wayward Lad, Doss's Chase, a grade 2. Kempton. I mean, he beat a horse called Do Your Job. I mean, Do Your Job's already come out and won and franked that form quite well. And I think it's rated about 150 now. Edwardstone's 159, 165. So really, I mean, I think Edwardstone, it's Edwardstone's race to lose, I think. And I think he's a worthy favourite, even though there will be people out there trying to take him on. Blue Lord, another horse that will represent Willie Mullins. Just going to get down, get to this. Give me a second. Okay. Blue Lord here. Again, I just don't think he's jumping up to scratch. He beats River DTL at Leopardstown back on in February when landing the Irish Arkle Novices Chase to Grade 1. It's been done before. Horses winning the Irish Arkle and coming over and win the British. However, Blue Lord and Riviere DTL was the two horses there. Willie Mullins and Gaudet will go back battle again. Horsehead Colliers fell that day. And I just think the fact that Edwardstone is still on the improvement, I still think he's not worth about it. It's off here it's off here 159. I still think he's also got £6 or £7 to go. I think he's a 164, 165 horse. So yeah, I think Edwardstone's very, very capable of winning this race. I think 9 to 4 with Paddy Power is a very, very nice bet. I think the bets have been enhanced, the price. So yeah, that's where I'll definitely go for the Arkle. Onto the 250. Well, actually, we're bypassed the handicaps for now, and we go straight onto 330, which is the champion hurdle, and it's all about honeysuckle, really. I mean, I've listened to a Cheltenham preview on the internet, YouTube, this evening. I was quite surprised when Jamie Codd said she's just an animal, and I was listening to also I think it's get his name on Tony Mullins, and Tony Mullins just said she's an absolute machine, and she is exactly that. Not really a bet, really 8 to 15, 4 to 9. Obviously, you've got the anti-post bets a bit better, but I'm going to go for a little each way bet here. I think Honeysuckle's the horse to beat. I think Tiapu could be the dark horse in this race. I mean, some firms here are offering 8-7, but Ladbrokes have gone 16 to 1 on this horse. I mean, I don't know where they're getting their prices from, but 16 to 1 you can get on Tiapu. Now, you say a bad horse have got good edits. Hasn't done nothing wrong. won at Nace this season, and went on to just before the new year, beat a horse called Quilios in a Grade 2 hurdle on heavy ground. And then went to Gowran Park when beating Durasso, who was well fancied that day actually. When winning that by 11 lengths of mark 149. So that will bring Tiapu into the region of what, 155, 158, 159. I mean, 162. So he's definitely been penalised for the race more than. But the Irish ratings, are quite higher than obviously ours. And no one could run well in it. Zanahiyr, also good Gornianis. But I think Tiapu will finish in front of Zanahiyr this year, and I think it's definitely the each way value in the race. So I mean, at 16 to 1 with Ladbrokes is a very, very good bet. I can't have Epatante this year. Adagio, no, definitely can't. So yeah, I mean, I think 16 to 1 if you can get it with Corals, Tiapu could definitely be the value each way there in the champion hurdle. Even though I think Honeysuckle, she's too classy for him. So we're going to go on to the Mares Hurdle. It's a closed brothers Mares Hurdle, just shy of 2.5 miles. Again, Queensbrook and Stormy Island. I mean, I was looking at it can't be overlooked. Royal Kahala again, it's got the form line there, but I do think this could go to the favourite here. Tell Me Something Girl. If we look at her run. Let me just get it up, guys. Hang on. If we look at her run at Leopardstown over the 2.5 mile trip, when she finished behind Royal Kahala, if you think about it, she was given lumps of weight that day. I mean, she was given £5 to the winner, £8 to the runner-up, and it was only just beaten by just over a length. So it's a very, very good run. She got boxed off in that race as well and still had to come round, and she was very unlucky not to win. She's also been beaten this year by Dysart, Diamond and Royal Kahala again, but that was a very good run. I think the ground was a bit too quick for her. I think she's one that could go well on softer conditions, and she could be a very good danger and a worthy favourite in this race. And that's Tell Me Something Girl. I mean, she's currently priced around. You can get 11-4 Betfred, 3-1 Paddy Power enhanced. I think she'll run a big race. The danger, I think, could be Queensbrook. Queensbrook's done nothing wrong. But I think the danger in the race could be Stormy Island. Again, another horse of Willie Mullins. Wasn't disgraced here at Cheltenham on Trials Day when basically beating Fabulous by 2.5 lengths in the Rail Kill hurdle. That was on soft ground. And yeah, I think even though the jump was a bit sketchy, I finished off the race really, really well. And it's always good to have Cheltenham form coming into this race this year. I mean, he's been to the festival. He's run at Cheltenham a couple of times, but he beat fifth to Honeysuckle in the Mares Hurdle as well here at Cheltenham. So yeah, I think Stormy Island could run a big race as well. My money's going to be on Tell Me Something Girl. I know it's another favourite, but I mean these favourites should be winning. That's what they're there for. I said, I think 11-4 is good price bet, Fred. Stormy Island's definitely the outside trickster there. I think with the Cheltenham form recently, a good win there. I think he's another danger, and he could probably give the favourite most to think about. We're going to go back to the I think it's the 250 or the 210. The 250, which is the old timer handicap chase. I think Death Duty is very well handicapped here. I mean, I was looking over this horse. If I remember rightly, I think it's still dropped. It's dropped. So came out last month. Won by 3 lengths, being Champagne Platinum in the Grand National Trial Handicap Chase over at Punchestown, off a mark 138. Should be coming here off at least 144, 145. So I'll just see what she gets in at. He gets in at, sorry, 145. All right. My screen's in half at the moment, so 144. So I still think the horse is quite well handicapped. I mean, a great price, especially in these races. I mean, 7-1 bet 365, 6-1 generally, and 7-1 quite a few firms with Paddy Power as well, Corals. Yeah, I think Death Duty excuse me, could be a very, very good bet each way in the old timer handicap chase. If we're looking for anything on the outside there, let's have a look. I did see one. I quite took my eye on the outside bets. Let's have a look. There was one that stood out. Yeah, Jenny Court Rock. If that's how you pronounce it, Jerry Court Rock. Not great pronunciation. This is David Pipe sauce. We know Pipe doesn't always has a win at Cheltenham usually, especially on these handicaps. And the horse hasn't been too bad since stepping up and trip. I mean, second to Eclair's Surf last time out at Warwick. That was over 3 miles 5, beaten quite convincingly by 13 lengths. However, but Mark 133, got 136 for that. So he might even get into this without a penalty. Let's have a look. It's very easy when you've got small laptops here. He's just trying to get it all sorted. Let's have a look. Give me a second. Yeah. Right. Sorry, guys. Just trying to find. Here you go. Sorry. 133. So, yeah. Coming in here unpenalised. So, I think it will still well handicapped 133. We'll run a big race there. And I think an each way bet there will not put you off. I mean, you're going to get a price of around, so look, 16-1. 16-1 most firms. A couple of firms go 12s, but 16-1. So I think that's a good each way bet. Gary Court's Rock for David Pipes in the same race. On to the 14, I think. Nope. On to the 450. Which is the Boodles Juvenile Handicap. Heard of Grade 3 event. Now, again, I've listened to almost quite a few tipsters on these YouTube channels, and they seem to think this Gaelic Warrior is a dead cert. That's what's going around anyway. I haven't really looked at the horse. So look. Again, I've got to file all the way down, guys. Sorry about this. It's very, very hard. You've got a split screen and you ain't got much room here. You've got to try and find the horse. Okay, right, let's go from here. Okay. So, Gaelic Warrior. When we get there. Nice French bred horse. Moved. It hasn't done anything. It's going to be the first run for Willie Mullins here, straight here. Won on soft. Never won a race. Last seen running over in France, we're finishing third on soft, heavy ground. So to be put in here as a favourite at 9-4, I would like to take the horse on. There's no trust that the horse is going to handle Cheltenham at all. The second favourite there, the Tide Tourist, again wasn't disappointing like last time out. But I'm going to go for a horse here, which I think could be value for money. And that's Gordon Elliott's horse here, a horse called Britska. That's Britska. Last seen finishing 4th of 7 on soft ground over at Ferry House. Back on the 9th of January. Beaten 16 lengths. But that was a beaten favourite that day. He was beaten favourite. He was really, really fancy. He was backed quite heavily off the ball to win the race. And just made a couple of mistakes. Very, very novice mistakes at the early stages. He has won over 2 miles on soft ground under Davy Russell. It'd be interesting, if he can turn the tables on his run against Dior, stablemates, who beat him by 9 lengths when given £3 at the weights. Again, Britska's on a learning curve, so is Dior. It's the juvenile race. They were both like soft ground. I just think at the prices, you get 7-1 on Dior with Bet 365 and 7-1 with Bet William Hill. But I'm going to go for Britska. Britska, you can get 14s with William Hill, 14-1. So each way bet for me, 14-1 on Britska. That's in the Boodles Juvenile Handicap hurdle, the 450. And the final race on the last day, last race on the first day, I think Run Well Fred's probably chucked in here. I'm just be interested who will get the ride for this horse. I would like to think that Jamie Codd will get it. The ride. Done nothing wrong. Last seen finishing second to stablemate Fury Road in the Neville Hotels Novice Chase, Grade 1, over 3 miles on good soft ground. Had Vanilla 10 lengths back in third. So really, I think the horse can reverse the form with Fury Road. Fury Road was just on a going day. And it'd just be interesting how this horse makes its debut here at Cheltenham. Obviously, we have to look at Statler, who finished, I believe, he ran here last year. Yeah, finished fourth in last year behind Vanilla in the Albert Bartlett. The Vanilla was quite impressive last year, but it was a funny Cheltenham last year. There was a lot of weird results, a lot of horses going off and not getting pegged back. So I think Statler was quite fancy to win that for Mullins that day, but didn't turn up and finished quite a way down the field by 15 lengths behind Vanilla. But has had a race, has 2 good wins this season since going chasing. Last time seen at Nace over 3 miles when beating horse called Farouk D'Alain by 1 1/4 lengths, and as Vanilla 17 lengths back in third. So yes, Statler's already reversed the form. So yeah, I mean, I think the top 2 in the market are the ones to really go with. If I had to be truthful, I mean, Run Wild Fred does make mistakes at the wrong times, and Statler is quite a good jumper and will stay the trip. But I'm going to go with Run Wild Fred. I'm hoping Jamie Codd gets the ride. 11-4 with Bet Fred is the best price around at the moment. So yeah, again, it's another favourite, guys. I can't help it. I can't get these horses deliberately beaten. I think it could be a very, very bad day for the bookies on the first day. Run Well Fred, 11-4 for me in the final race on the first day, which is the National Hunt Challenge Cup Amateur Jockeys Novice Chase. As I said, I'm hoping Jamie Codd gets the ride. So I'm just going to go fly back on my selections for the first day. We will be doing a podcast, a few colleagues and I, that will be available. So again, go back to the Supreme Novice Hurdle again. You can get 11-12 with 888.com. I'll go generally with let's say the main firm. Bet 365 got it 8-10-1. It's Mighty Potter each way in the Supreme Novice Hurdle. It's Mighty Potter, half a point each way. In the 210, I make this the nap of the day. Edward Stone. This is a 2-point win. 9-4 with Paddy Power, and that's on Edward Stone. In the 210. In the 250, I think Death Duty is a very good bet. Half a point each way. You can get 7-1 most firms. And I'm going to have another bet in this race also. That is half a point each way on Jerry Crutch Rourke at 16s. In the 330, which is the champion hurdle, Honeysuckle, I think will be horse. I think it should be hard to beat. So I'm going to tip up here at 16s with Ladbrokes. I'm going to pick 16s in this. So you get 16 with Ladbroke and 16 with Corals. Now, if they must know something we don't know, because most firms are only 8-1. But that is the general price they're offering there, 16-1, half point each way on Tiapu. In the Close Brothers Mares Hurdle, which is the 410, I'm going to MB this horse. Is my next best. Tell Me Something Girl, 11-4, and get 3-1 with Paddy Power, 1.5 point win. Yeah, 3-1 Paddy Power. That's Tell Me Something Girl. And I won't put you off a little each way on Stormy Island if you feel lucky. I think Stormy Island run well as well. In the 450, was the juvenile handicap hurdle. I'm going to take on Gaelic Warrior here. I mean, I have an each way bet, which is half a point each way on a horse called Britska at 14-1 with William Hill. That's Britska. And the final race on the first day, which is the National Hunt Challenge Cup for amateur jockeys. I think I'm going to have a 1 point win, 11-4 here with Betfred on Run Wild Fred. I said, hope Jamie Codd gets to ride on the horse. So that's my first day completed. Please listen out for the second day, which I will do eventually, hopefully over the weekend. And also we'll be having a like I said, a Cheltenham preview nights with a couple of colleagues of mine. Hopefully we can get that up on YouTube as well. So guys, thank you very much. The best. Have a good weekend. And this is On the Level Racing Channel signing out.